Okay, hi everyone, I hope you are doing well and welcome to my channel. We will see together how I made today $6,250 on the US stock markets, trading small caps only. And today we are the 25 October 2021. So first of all, I'm sorry about my French accent. As you can hear it, I'm not English native speaker. So I just make video in English because there is no fucking people that trade stock in French. So I need to make them in English. So like this, a lot more people can see it. And that's it. So we will analyze my trade today. And we will start by, as you can see, I made a lot of trade today. I traded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tickers today, and as you can see, there is some bigger trades than other, and I will try to explain you. Maybe not all of them because it will take a lot of time, but some of them. So we will start by the one of my biggest trade today, which was Son AIM. Up. We will try to understand what I did just here. So I made a little bit more than $1,000, $1,168 exactly on this one. And as you can see, I'm mostly short on my trade. Today it's only short trade, so it means that I want the stock to go down. Okay, so I like to short small caps because I feel there is more of an edge going short than long. So I go sometimes long, but really when we have an amazing opportunity, and it doesn't happen quite often. So first of all, you need to understand that today was a bit special because we had a lot of momentum last Friday. We had DWAC that ran all the way up from 10 to 170. So it's a big runner that brought back some life in the market. So that's why today we had a lot of trade, a lot of ticker to trade, and that's the kind of day we live for. Okay, so we will start by explaining Sun W. This one. Just it was for you to be clear about why I have so many trades today, because it's not all day like this, but today there's a lot of momentum in the market, so I can take a lot of trade. So why did I enter here on this trade? I will try to explain you my my thoughts. So I will first pull up the chart bigger, like this. You can see it clearly. As you can see, the stock had a nice run in pre-markets, so it gapped like 161%, which is huge. All summer we had like maybe 40% gapper, 30% gapper, and this one is just 160%, so that's huge. And it's been a while since we haven't had any big run like this one, and that's just crazy. Anyway, as you can see, it's ran in pre-market here, and it did kind of a double top here. As you can see, it just went all the way up to 475, dumped, and then went for a breakout here, but couldn't do it, and just went back down here. Couldn't break out and went back right down. Then had a bounce here, which was a failed bounce, and went back down again. So as I saw this action, I understood that this stock was most likely to go down than up. So I just entered short around here. Why here? Because it did go under the VWAP, and I like to short under the VWAP. As you can see, there is a failed follow through right here, and it broke that kind of line. So I entered here, but as you can see, it just bounced again. So no big deal, as my risk was above the highs. So I was just patient and confident, as I knew it was most likely not it will most likely not break highs again. And as you can see, it just faded again. So here's the execution hour. As you can see, I entered here. We had another failed bound here, and it just dipped, and I covered around here, maybe a bit too soon, but I feel just like I just wanted to take my money. It was a very nice day, and I didn't want to risk a grand back. Okay, so that's for my first trade. Let's move on to the next one because I have a lot of trades, so it can take too much time anyway. Let me see which one I want to talk about. TTNP was easier. No big no fail bounce, etc. It was just one first run here, not enough candles for me to get in around here, and then it did a second pump right here, and as you can see, we have some exhaustion candle here, and then it just failed to bounce again here, and dip back down. Okay, so I shorted around VWAP. This kind of stock that pump around 7 a.m. are faster than the one that pump earlier in pre-market. That's why you have to be faster on those type of stock. I entered around here when it failed that bounce, and just went for the fade once again. Okay, so this one I went to smaller size because it was a smaller float. So I like to be bigger on bigger float and smaller on smaller float, because smaller floats are likely to do dumb shit. So next one, COM is this one exactly the same thought process as SON aim, as we have a lot of we have a pump here, a failed bounce here, and again, this bounce was not supposed to run. Okay, it almost took me out because I had my risk above 3.2, but it didn't, as we have one failed bound here, one failed bound here, and the last one just here. They just wanted to sell some shares, so my entry doesn't look really pretty on it, but in my thought process around here, I thought this one would just fade from here and that it would be easier, but no. Anyway, that's trading. You can't always be right, but at the end on this one, I just won, so it's okay. It didn't took me out. You need always to have some risk management. I always stop when I'm wrong, but this one didn't took me out, so it was okay for me. Okay, so next one was PIXI. I like that one. PIXI was a late pump that happened like 30 minutes before market open, so at 9 a.m. And as we had so many action today, I knew people were looking at auto stock already. They were looking at Mark, this one. I will speak about this one later. They were looking at BNE, this one. They were looking at so many stocks that I knew this pump couldn't take much attention. So it was just a fast pump again. We can see it here. Not enough candle for me here to get it in. So luckily, because it did bounce and take out highs, and then it just faded once again. I entered under VWAP, and it was just an easy fade from here. Big red candle like 5 minutes after open, and I covered everything because it almost hit like previous close. I mean, there's not much meat left here, so I just went all out and move on. So nice trade. I couldn't I wanted to be bigger on this one actually, because I only made like 800 on it. It should have been my biggest trade because I like stock like this, but I was only filled half size is here. Okay, I was only filled like 2,500 shares. I wanted like 5,000 shares. I couldn't be filled that much. Okay, let's move on. I traded, but let's speak about Mark. Why did I trade this one? Because it was a sympathy play of DWAC, which basically did nothing today. It did not run like this day where it go to 170, and also we can see that it has some failed breakout too. Okay, you can see this line here, and I will maybe put the bigger chart. Okay, you can see the failed breakout just here. Oh, my line is not really up. You can see the failed breakout and just fade from here. So on this one, I was very patient because I could see this one running higher, but at the end it didn't do it. As you can see here, it dipped it dipped violently here, and then it held, and I was very patient until it dipped again here to enter into the stocks. So I will enter later. This one just a starter here, and I entered my bigger size here, okay, to be sure that the stock was likely to go down, and it did. At open it just faded. I covered everything like 3 minutes after open because it just crapped at open. Okay, now let's see what I can show you again. I think I'm done with showing you charts, because that's the same. I trade gap and craps in the small caps markets. Okay, so we have times that when we have very few gapper, like this summer. August, September was very slow, and then now October is starting to pick up, and I hope November, December, January, February will be good months. Okay, because usually those months are very good. Okay, the months that are shitty is more like summer months. So I hope you can understand well this video. Again, I'm sorry for my accent. It's my first English video that I've made, so I will improve in the future, I think, but for now I'm sorry about this accent, and see you in the next one. You can subscribe to this video, let me know what you think about it, and I hope we can build a community here. Also, let me give me a follow on Twitter, because that's where I can answer easily at DMs, and I can answer I share also a lot of charts and posts every day, so you can be in contact with me on Twitter if you want to. I think it's done for today, and see you in another video. Bye bye.